to victory. Hold my hand and they say we know IQI is for you as it has been for me. Open your heart and notice in your soul. Our hopes, our dreams are the same. My walk and you, I will finish this race, not alone by myself, but with you. Though tough times come out my way, we will rise and become the new God. We will stand up and rise together. We will march into victory. Hold my hand and they say we know IQI is for you as it has been for me. Everyone shine. All of us there for a reason, for a leader to shine. We will stand up and rise together. We will march into victory. Hold my hand and they say we know IQI is for you as it has been for me. We will stand up and rise together. We will march into victory. Hold my hand and they say we know IQI is for you as it has been for me.
Welcome to our weekly international prop chat on every Wednesday, 3 p.m. Malaysia time or GMT+8 at Facebook Live at IQI International Sales Page. I am Angela Chen, Senior International Property Consultant from IQI Global, Asia's largest real estate and investments advisory firm and a member of GYIQI. Thank you for tuning in and support our program. My topic for today is Live Life in a Full Color at Liberty One in Footscray. For those who missed the last week IPC, do watch the replay as we talk about the guide to Melbourne real estate, which would surely benefit to your knowledge and investments point of view. Well, Melbourne has always been a pop-up topic when you mention Australia because it was quoted one of the world's most livable cities in the past years. To me, Melbourne is definitely a cool city. The stable societies, health care, education, entertainment, and world-class infrastructures make Melbourne a magnificent city in which to live, work, and study. Well, Melbourne is a city that historically grew east before it grew west. But for the past years, the west of Melbourne are growing rapidly on property development as well as the improvement of infrastructures. Of course, the area may not be as trendy as in eastern suburbs, but western suburbs such as Footscray are gentrifying quickly. If your goal is to be closest to CBD and you are on your budget, the western suburb is probably your best choice. Footscray has been attracting a lot of local migrants and first home buyers, searching for more affordable properties and to rent. This suburb has undergoing rapid development and regeneration suburbs, making Footscray the up-and-coming trendy suburb. Why invest in Footscray? And where is Liberty One? Here are a few reasons why Liberty One in Footscray will be your choice. 1. The locations of Liberty One is just 5 km to Melbourne CBD with 3 stops only and take only 7 minutes by train and 615 meters away from the train station. Imagine people who work in CBD. They have the choice to pay lower rental in Footscray and yet within a few minutes travel times to reach to their desktop. With some, well, take some breakfast along the stores while you go to work. And not just that, for foreigners who invest in this project, you will also save the time travel to the Melbourne airport by car just 15 minutes. The improvement infrastructures there are few there in Footscray. There, one of it is there are few massive government redevelopment and expansions totaling 31 billion by 2026 into Footscray under the Melbourne Plan. Among one of them is Westgate Tunnel, which has indicated here 6.7 billion. This is one of the Victorian largest urban road projects, and the project will significantly help to decrease the traffic congestion while and also provide the connectivities the eastbourne to westbourne tunnel. This will also promote a boost to Victorian economy and creating 6,000 new job opportunities. Third, the expansion of this metro rail, which 5 new subway stations added amounting to 25 million project. This will help to serve the northern, western and southeastern suburbs to Melbourne. Upon completion, you are looking approximately to 39,000 people during peak hours using this metro, again creating job opportunity to construction workers here. And of course, the fourth is the redevelopment of New Footscray Hospital. You can see the amount is 1.5 billion by the Victorian government, in which will be the largest ever health infrastructure investments in the state and is now underway with and expected to open in 2025. More than 5,000, oh sorry, 500 beds and approximately 15 extra patients treated every year. By then, the hospital will hire more relevant medical workers such as doctors, nurses in this area. It is clear that the price in Footscray will increase significantly and high rental demand. Here are some major developments in Joseph Road precinct within the vicinity of Liberty One. You can see development like River One, around 210 units completed, of course, and Victoria Square, 1,066 units, and Riverina, another 1,031 units. Before going into the project, let us look into the demographic of Footscray, the supply and demand. The population in Footscray is 16,335 and it is forecast to grow to 42,600 by 2031. Independent yacht, you can see that it's 36.8%, matured or established profession is 18.9, retirees is 9.2. You can also find a lot of young people drawn to Footscray, those who are studying and those who love its characters and approximately to the city. In terms of value for money, you can't pass Footscray as it is one of the most affordable suburbs in relation to its proximity to the, I mean, there are actually excellent service such as train stations as well as buses. There are also multiple schools here, as well as the campus of Victoria University, which brings a lot of students live to this area. There are many cafes, restaurants, convenience stores around at Footscray and Riverside Bike Park, all within the reach to the cities. All right. Here are some of the professionals that have been shown. 30% you can see most professionals, and renting or own homes is 56% renting and 44% homeowners. And you can see also I have shown the household income is around 104,000 to about 160,000. And age groups and couples who love to rent these areas are around the age of 30 to 34. And the sales for the median unit price, we always call it unit, is because we are talking about apartments, is about 450,000 onwards, and the rental is around 350 per week. The median unit price over here I've shown over the past 5 to 10 years has raised from 10 to 18%, while the median property price over the last years from range from 950,000 for houses and 480 for thousands for units. Here are some of the neighboring suburbs as for comparisons within the radius of 5 km to CBD. Of course, ignore the Footscray median price here. This was also 2 years ago. And Port Melbourne and North Melbourne, South Melbourne, and all the other rest of the surrounding uh, suburbs are overly 1.3 million. They have 23 schools surrounding in Footscray and the Victoria Universities, which I mentioned earlier, very popular among the locals, which is recognized for its world-class scholarships and research. It's only 19 minutes away from Liberty One project. RMIT's units train to run every 12 minutes, while Melbourne University's bus runs every 10 minutes to CBD. Of course, the duration takes about 21 minutes time, okay? Why Liberty One? Well, Liberty One is a project that close to the public transport, educations and excellent shopping precinct with parkland only minutes away. Look at the locations at the map here. Footscray stations 5 to 9 minutes by foot. In other words, Liberty, the place that you are staying, you will only need to walk 5 to 9 minutes by foot. That is such close, okay? and 3 stops by train to Southern Cross stations, and 15 minutes only, and Footscray Market 7 minutes walk, and of course if you walk to the Melbourne River it's just 2 minutes, and cyclists using the Melbourne River Trail is only 15 minutes to CBD. Hospitals at the Footscray, the one that I mentioned, Footscray Hospital by car is just 9 to 10 minutes. Some of the pictures that I've taken for you of the Footscray Market, and the place that I mentioned also, 7 to 9 minutes, the place where you have a variety of cafes, foods, and everything. Okay, look at the view. Amazing, right? Let's go into details of Liberty One. Liberty One is a mixed development project with commercial such as office, rent, retail, and cafe on the ground floor. Consists of 350 units only, 24 levels high with 4 basements, whereby 88 units is one bedder, 9 for young professionals or couples, 243 units, 2 bedder, ideally for marriage with kids and students, 19 units, 3 bedrooms for those people for downsizers. Of course, the completion year will be 2022, which is this year due to the pandemic. So they actually have moved to 2022. Price ranging from 499 to 857,000. One minute, my slides got stuck for a while. I don't know why. Okay. Yeah, you can see the layout. Uh, there are 2 entrances to the building. The main road is the Wall Street, and the one at the back is Nelson's Place. It's opposite to a small park. This is one of the pictures that I'm trying to show to you. The ground floor where I mentioned the Nelson's Place is actually opposite to the small park. This is exactly the kind of the view you can imagine. And here, this is the level 5, which is allows you to enjoy a bigger space of balcony. You see the checks as surrounding the checks like tiles there. Those actually, I'm trying to tell you, is the bigger space for balcony for people in the Western countries. They enjoy a big balcony. This will be the look, okay? A very gorgeous looking. And then you can see every unit is comes from floor to ceiling windows. And this is another floor plan. I would say the tower 16 to 6 to 16, and level 17 to 22. Of course, the facilities are all at the rooftop level, which is the 24th floor. What do you have? Okay, they have these multi-function rooms, outdoors dining facilities, outdoor cinemas, gym. You see, the rooftops has a beautiful view overseeing the Flemington Racecourse. The popular Melbourne Cup is held at this course every year, and it is a public holiday in Melbourne. Imagine if you have a unit here. You don't have to purchase any tickets, just use or just have your binoculars beside you. Furthermore, some units have um, can view the race course from the kitchen while cooking. Let me show you. See that? The rooftop deck. And like I say, the multi-functions areas. And if you have friends to come in, you can actually serve them here as well. And this is the so-called outdoor cinemas. And this is the one that I mentioned. You can actually view the kitchens from the while you are cooking. Well, locations indeed important, but developers is also a main concern to many investors. The reputable developers Benson's Properties Group was established in 1994, a family-owned company that has been operating in Melbourne for a quarter of a century. Benson's Group has become one of the Melbourne's leading inner cities properties development and investment companies. Benson's philosophy has been to interpret markets, trends, and government's directions that's good for us, right? That develop ahead of the market. The quality and range Benson's developments reflects its commitments to maximizing long-term growth and investors' return. Here are the pictures that is in the slides that Benson's has actually delivered over 2 billion worth of homes in premium locations such as Flemingtons, Hawthorns, Havens, and more. And Benson's Properties is part of Jurasatis groups of companies, Levantine Hughes Estates, which is the award-winning wine. I actually tasted the wine; it was really good. Okay, and the J Group Aviations provides prestigious travels and accommodations. Who are the architects? Well, here is it. The famous architect CHT Architects. Here are some of the projects you can see at St. James Park West and even City of Dreams in Malaysia. Here are some of the pictures of the interiors. All the units comes with semi-furnished, and this is the living hall with timber flooring, kitchen with cabinets, hooks and hobs, and some bedrooms comes with spectacular view, and bathroom with vanity pot and fittings. And then, of course, some of the views from different levels 20, 22, and 24. And I actually Googled some of the maps for you, which I have mentioned the distance. You can see this is to the Footscray, just 9 minutes. The market, Footscray Market, 7 minutes by walk, okay? Imagine by walk. And Flemington Racecourse, just 5 minutes. And the one that locals, universities that is very famous with scholarships and stuff like that is just 6 minutes away. Okay. What is the incentive? At the end of the day, everyone wants to know about what incentive can Liberty offer. Well, Liberty's offers first, they offers a rental guarantees, which is from the level 6 to 10 floor for one bedrooms apartment, only with no car parks, includes blinds. Of course, this will be operated by the operator. Why do I say that owned by the operators? Because this is actually meant for the investments of 25 leasehold. Those who want the investments or so-called the guarantee returns for 25 years lease, this is the one you should be looking, okay? And of course, when I say owned by the operators means that when you are um, when you decide to opt out of your so-called rental, you all you have to give is 90 days notice. And of course, when the notice is given, so in other words, 91 days, you can actually have back your so-called apartments, but the blinds will be taken back by the operators. Okay. Of course, the another options that you can look into is the 2 years GRR, guarantee rental return for 5% for all units from level 2 to 5 and 10 to 22. And of course, these the developer will be giving you the blind, and these will of course be owned by the purchaser. And and beside that, the interest on deposit. Let me just explain to you again what do you mean by this 25 years lease I mean rental. 1 minute. My slides has problem again. Okay. Here it is, okay. Of course, uh, the first 5 years will be they will be given at so-called annual fixed 3.5% rental increase during each 5 years term. I will show you the tables of it in a while. And of course, you will be looking at the stable cash flows with no vacancy. Why do I say that? It's because the minute you pay 100 fully owned by you, the 100% amount of the units, you do not have to wait for any tenants because they are going to take over to do the operator will take over. So you do not, in the sense that you do not have to wait. So therefore, I mentioned that no vacancies. And why do I mention stable cash flow? Because you will be right away getting your rental. Oh my gosh, I have no problem again. Okay, how does this so-called annual fixed 3.5% works? Okay, you can see the first year is 5%. Upon second years, you will have to use the 5% times 3.5%, and therefore that is the extra percentage you are getting, which is 0.175. So in other words, the second year you will probably get 5.175, and the following third year another 3.5% that will also based on the second year, which is 5.175 times 3.5 percent, and goes to fourth and fifth years. And of course, when it comes to 6 years, you will be looking into the market price, and for them, and from there uh, you will have to rework again. So assuming that the market rate at that moment is already reached to 5.8 or for 10 matter 5.5, and from 5.5 you will be add into the 7 years another 3.5% plus again. Okay, so if you do not understand this, just PM me, okay, in after the presentations of this slide, and I'll be answer to you in a detailed way, or teach you how to work out. Okay, and yes, this is the some of the pictures taken at the site at the because like I say, the properties is soon to be in the completion uh, stages, and this is the current photos which are taken on December. So you can see that the crane there, Benson's there, yeah, that is the project, or I would say the apartments. Okay. Okay. Before I end this, let me just recap, okay, why Liberty One is one of the best in the market. Well, we talk about premium locations only 5 km away to CBD, and the spectacular river and the race course view. Of course, those are the selective units, and it's close to public transport. Like I mentioned again, 650 meters away, education and excellent shopping cuisine, and with parkland only minutes away. And the gorgeous, remember the gorgeous looking floor to ceiling window and a reputable developer. And the most important is the master plan of Footscray. The three major improved infrastructures, which is the Westgate tunnels, um, Metro Rail, and the hospitals, Footscray hospitals. And I also mentioned the 25 lease guarantees with the options to opt out anytime, so long that you have given 90 days notice written. And right now, even though the property is soon going to be completed, but all you have to pay is 10% only and 90% upon the completion. And of course, stable cash flow if you choose the 25 leasehold with zero vacancy, and three stops away to Melbourne CBD, and surrounded by 23 schools and close to universities. And of course, for people who want to take finance or mortgage, these properties have the finance options too. And of course, affordable suburbs with good rental yield and low vacancies. And if anyone who likes to know about the commercial, they can actually um, PM me. And I would not say that they have many commercial units left, but well, I can find out for you, no problems. Okay, and then for commercial units, you can actually exit any times, and you can sell to anyone, and there's no restriction. And remember, all ongoings are paid by the tenants. Okay, for those who want to know more about international market, do stay tuned to our Facebook Live on every Wednesday, 3 p.m. or GMT plus 8 Malaysia time. For those who are new to our international prop chat, our programs will share on different countries' culture, lifestyles, investments, criteria, migration, and some of the great projects and working experience. Of course, we also invite some of the respective speakers to talk and come in to give us an interesting story. Or you can also tap into our IQI International Sales page and YouTube to watch the replay, which I have shown here in my slide. And do support us by sharing the programs to our friends, to your friends and family, and remember to give us lots of love and light. If you need my assistance, you can contact me at, let me show you my link. You can actually scan me. Okay. You can actually scan me for further details. I'm Angela Chen, and till we meet again, stay safe and goodbye. Bye bye.